now that I have, you know, my serums in, my moisturizer, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with Touch and Soul No Problem primer. So like I did mention earlier, I do suffer from enlarged pores, so this one covers my pores, not entirely, but you know, it helps, and it's not as drying to my skin, so it's a pretty legit prime. I'm gonna go with the Infallible Pro Glow, which is from L'Oreal Paris. I do really like this concealer just because the blendability of it is incredible, and I am going in the shade 01, which is Classic Ivory. And I'm gonna go ahead and do that with a beauty blender first off, just because I love the beauty blender and this together. It's just so pretty. So now that I have that done, I'm gonna go in with brows up next. And I'm gonna go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in dark brown. And I am gonna go ahead and do my brows off camera, and then I'll be right back, because literally everybody has a way of doing their own brows. And maybe I can just focus a video on this later in the future, just focusing it on my eyebrows, because my eyebrows are crazy. So I'll be back. All right, so we are back. I have done my eyebrows. Here's a little close-up. I did go in with a concealer like all over my eyes, which is gonna be the NYX Professional Makeup HD Studio Photogenic Concealer. It is in a shade called Alabaster, and I just technically like covered my whole lid with it. I carved out only the under the eyebrow. I didn't carve over the top because I still haven't done my foundation. So what I'm gonna do is, like, once I'm done with my eyeshadow, I'm gonna go in with the foundation, and basically then I'll carve out the brows just a tiny bit, but not so much, because we don't want them to look like, we just don't want them to look ill, okay? So now that I've gone in with that concealer, I'm gonna go in with a powder. I wanna make sure you don't put that much either on your eyelid, because you want to make sure that there's not as much product, so whenever you're going in with your eyeshadows, it doesn't really like just overdo it. But yeah, you just want to go ahead and take like a light powder that like matches your eye. And let me show you the powder that I'm using. I'm using light medium, and it's the Maybelline New York Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. I love this just like a light powder to put over your face. I even wear this alone sometimes. Like the way my face is now, I'll just apply it, and I'll just bronze a little bit, put blush, put highlighter, and I'm out the door. But now that I have my eyes set for the palette, I am going to go in with Celestial Thunder and just start vibing, I guess. I am going to take a blending brush, if I find my absolute favorite. So mainly all the brushes that I have come from BoxyCharm. Crap, I don't even know what design this is. So it looks like it's from Aliyar Cosmetics. I'm not sure, but this is a very good blending brush that I really like. So they really don't have like a light color to start blending my colors out. So I'm gonna go in with the Hoola bronzer, which I always use as my translucent transitioning shade, which you start in the middle with to blend all those colors. So I usually start light and end dark, just so all those colors can blend pretty nicely. So I go in, tap off the excess, and I am using the Hoola bronzer, and I will start applying this like right here. And when you're blending the color, you want to hold it at the very end of the brush, just so you don't put too much pressure in blending. Once you start putting a lot of pressure, meaning holding the brush tight and like focusing it on that area, it won't blend as right. Like it will just stay in that one section, and you would mess up like the whole look with that. So just hold it at the very end. Don't use pressure, and just ever so slightly just blend. Like you don't want to feel the bristles like stabbing you in a way, like prickling you. You just want to make sure that it feels soft against your eyelid. Next, I'm gonna go in with the other eye. I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna, coat the brush in the Hoola bronzer, tap off the excess, and just get started on the next eye. All right, so we ran out of space. I'm so sorry. I'm working with my iPhone, so please forgive me. I'm gonna try to do this a little quicker. I'm going in with Storm Dust, which is the darker color right over here, and I'm just gonna put that in the outer corner and blend it all out. And I am gonna do like smaller sections of this video. So once that's blended out, I'll come back in and I'll let you know what the next step is. So, all right, now that I'm back, I did put like a darker color in the outside, just so it can like, be cute. I never usually use like a shiny upper top, like right there. So anyways, I'm just gonna hurry up because I don't have enough space. So I'm gonna go in with this color right here, which is Fireball, and I'm gonna go ahead and focus that primarily on like the right here, right next to that smoked out area, just like that. And you can always grab more. And I'm just gonna take my finger and see if it like works better. I love doing that, and it looks like it did. So now that I have that, I'm gonna do the same to the other eye, and all right, now I'm gonna go ahead, you'll see that, guys, it's pretty legit. Now we're gonna go in with this one right here, this color, which is Eternal Light, and we're gonna put that in the very inner corner. Now I'm kind of scared for this one because it's very glittery, but we're gonna be careful with that. We're gonna tap off the excess. blended the Naked Skin foundation and the Infallible Pro, and I made my color because I don't have my color for those. And I'm just blending that into the skin.
Alright, so here I just took a foundation brush and literally what I did was basically carve out my eyebrows with that foundation so it wouldn't give it such a harsh look. Okay, so here I am taking LA Girl Pro Conceal High Definition and just simply making, some little streaks under my eye. And I take my beauty blender and I simply just blend that all out until I get the desired, brightness under there. Right after that is all blended in, I go in with the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette in the color Caramel Toffee. I simply place this all where I have just placed my concealer to set and brighten my eye. And basically what this damp beauty blender does is it melts the concealer, the powder, everything together so it can give you a nice smooth look. Here I am just setting my whole entire face with the Fit Me Loose powder. The one I'm using here is light medium and it just gives such a smooth and natural, cover up, and it's pretty legit. Okay, here taking Park Avenue Princess palette from Tarte in the shade Angle using my Aesthetica P12 brush. I will be blending this all into the hollows of my cheeks, the top of my forehead, and under the jawline. I'm not looking for a structured look. I'm just looking for some color back into my skin. So not really to focus on straight angles here. This here is my Ofra highlighter from it's from Ofra and the color is in Rodeo Drive. Just taking those on the highest points of my cheeks and just building that color up until I get a very nice, soft and subtle look. Alright, so here I am taking my Pro Precision Tapered brush from Luxie and my Studio Makeup Luminous Loose Blush, which is a silky, lightweight blush that gives a pop of healthy radiance on the cheeks, and it's exactly what it says on the packaging, and it really does. Look at that.
Okay, so I went ahead and I went in with eyeliner and I went in with mascara. Just because I am now being rushed, we are about to head out to get our bumper fixed from our car. We're needing to drop it off because I don't want to go into much detail, but I'm in a hurry now. So basically now what I will do is I will go in with Brow Drama. This is from Maybelline New York and I really like it for my sparse brows. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take that to set those brows in place and to make sure that that powder that I put over my face doesn't, get them too washed out. So now we're back in action. And the mascaras that I used were the Superhero It mascara, and then I used Better Than Sex mascara so that they could look like this. Moisturizing lip balm, which is from Burt's Bees. It's ultra conditioning. I really love this one. It is just it really, like, let me just show y'all. So it looks like you have like a little lip gloss on. I really love it because it's very moisturizing. I usually will take that, rub it all over the lips, and then with a napkin take like basically like all the powders away from my lips, and then just tap it a little bit more just so that my lips aren't so dry. Then I'm gonna go ahead and apply the dose of colors, matte liquid lip, and let's see how it goes.
So then we're gonna go on with the contour.
And I'm done.
And we're done.
We're done.
And we're ready for the day.
And
Bye. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, stay up to date with all the videos. You know what I'm saying? Hold it down. We'll see you on the next time. Until next time. Bye.
Just feel